Ark's newest official map, Fjordur, doesn't have a desert biome. I'm going to show you how to find all of the desert resources you will need on Fjordur, including silk, sap, sand, and salt. To find silk on the Fjordur map, you need to look for some reeds that are located by the lakes and rivers on the main islands. They have small purple flowers and some yellowy leaves. So you head up to the reeds and simply pick them by hand, and you'll see that you get silk. You don't get a lot of silk picking by hand, but if you have a sickle and harvest these, you will start to get lots and lots of silk. The reeds are literally all over the map wherever a river or lake is located, but some really good spots with lots of reeds are this river here on the mainland at 38.2 and 42.0. Another good location on the South Island is this river here at 58.8 and 20.9. Here is the location on the map. There is also a lot of silk along these little creeks on the main island at 49.0 and 80.6. But just to let you know, there are quite a few threats in this area, usually some rexes and spinos. But as you can see, there is loads and loads of reeds along this river, so you can get a lot of silk here. Because there is also no desert, there are none of the Joshua trees where you can harvest sap from. Strangely, there's a few random trees on the South Island Vardaland that give you tree sap. So the trees that give sap look very much like all of the other trees on this map. There are a few clusters of trees where scattered among them there are some random trees that give tree sap. It sounds a little confusing, but let me show you. So the first tree I am at is at 53.6 and 29.9. So this tree here, if you hit it with the hatchet, we are getting some sap. We seem to be getting more with the pickaxe for this tree. And if we just run up to the tree just behind it, you can see that we don't get any sap. So it seems a little bit random and scattered which of these trees will give you sap. So what I'm going to do right now is give you exact coordinates for trees that you can harvest for sap. So the next tree location that has sap is 53.5 and 30.1. And you can see that we are getting sap from this tree. There is a tree here at 54.2 and 32.3. This tree is giving us sap. This tree here at 54.5 and 32.1 also contains sap. This tree here at 55.0 and 32.6 also contains sap. As there is no desert and no desert rocks, it's also quite tricky to get sand. You can't get lots of sand by hatcheting rocks. If you head along the beaches, you will see these piles of sand that you can harvest by hand. You can harvest them with a mining drill to get a lot of sand. I'm not going to give you specific coordinates for sand piles, but just know that if you travel along the sandy beaches along both of the main islands, so here along the north coast of Vardaland, as well as along the sandy south and east coasts of the mainland Vanaland, you will find lots of sand piles along the beach. Raw salt is also found along the same sandy shorelines. What you need to do is just dip into the very shallow water and look for these glistening rocks in the ocean. As you can see, there's a bunch of the salt crystals clumped together here. I'm currently located at 32.8, 13.4. You can't seem to be able to harvest these with a tool, but you can just go and swim up to them and pick them up. Again, they're in the shallow water, you don't need scuba. There's not too many threats in this area. You can just swim around picking up the salt. There's another deposit with lots of salt close together at this location, which is 59.0 and 66.1. There are silica deposits located on the eastern side of the main island too. There's usually a few more threats around here like sharks and mantas that you need to watch out for. I'm currently at 60.3 and 89.0. My recommendation is to patrol the southern and eastern beaches along the main island to look for more salt deposits. There's a lot of salt deposits along those coastlines, but not many else scattered around the map. If you're looking for some more guides for Fjordur, I have an amazing meadow locations video that you can click to here. I also have a guide on easy honey locations as well. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing to the channel. Bye.